Okay, so on Euphoria or whatever, the reason why I don't like this show that much is because everybody's saying Rue Zendaya is going to get a Grammy or an Oscar or whatever from playing a drug addict. Now, here's the thing. They got her withdrawing. They got her in and out of rehab. They got her just completely out of it when she could have been in any role. She could have been in any other role she could have picked or whatever. Like they could have picked anything else. Like she's grown now. She could have played a mom. She could have played a wife. She could have played a counselor. Like she could have played any damn thing. But here's the thing that gets on my nerve. I know about certain people having addictions and stuff like that because I grew up around it since a small kid. Now, I ain't done watching the show. I'm only 15 minutes in, but the guy from her rehab group that they might have spark a love interest with her mom. Why does the black family like her mom, like, even though it's only the sixth episode and I don't know if they're gonna be a love interest, but the way they kind of trying to put it, like, why would her mom have to spark her from being a widow, had to spark a love interest with a drug addict? Like, basically they want her to have all of these acknowledgments from acting on this show when they really just humiliating her. Like a lot, I could understand people that didn't grow up like I did, like knowing about certain people having to deal with addiction and stuff like that, and the way it took them down and brought them up and took them down again. Like it's a lot of people all over Instagram, all over Facebook, and then there's even people I know they might not have had a lot growing up, but they didn't grow up with a dysfunctional family like I did. So basically, they watching the show thinking it's a good show, and I'm watching the show like ain't no way in the hell Mary Jane from Spider Man is a drug addict now. Just like I said when Lauren died on Power. Um, when she died, who's gonna pick her up for another show? I see she's on another show, but who's gonna pick her up? Because she's a good actor. Who's gonna pick her up on the show as an adult to actually have a career to live a better life or something like that? Like when certain people like when certain people have a funny meme that gets millions of views or a funny video that gets millions of views. When it comes to America, when people have good points about race, like this point I got right now, they can't do nothing but be quiet about it or silence you. But like I said, even though they working on dysfunctional families in this show, I just don't like the fact that her having to be a drug addict. And this is the second season. Most shows are 7 seasons, and every season comes out every other year. I mean, every year. So this two. So in 5 years, is she gonna be a drug addict for the next 5 years? They in high school right now, or they gonna go to college? Is she gonna be able to finish college? Like, hopefully they don't have her a drug addict for the next 5 years. But yeah, I see a whole bunch of comments and people loving the show. There's nothing to love about that. They could have picked a different role for her. Oh.